Hi you guys, how you guys doing? So today's video is going to be on the cost of opening a boutique. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. So the cost of opening a boutique, right? So first you're gonna need to start with capital, which is your money that you will use for buying inventory, like the items you're gonna sell in your store. Technology, your computers, your fax machines, your printers, if you're doing a t-shirt business, your heat press, technology. You're also going to need capital for your rent and utilities. You may find a place where utilities included, or you may find a place where you have to pay electricity, you may have to pay garbage. It really always depends on the terms of your lease. So you also want to consider your move-in cost for the place that you're renting, and you want to kind of have enough capital money funding in order to be a few months ahead on the lease rent, right? Because you are not guaranteed to, you're definitely not going to make like a massive amount of money your first opening, your first month, or first year for that matter. Like you may just barely make enough to cover your expenses and your utilities, but with that you will be doing good, right? And you have to consider utilities also being your cable, your Wi-Fi, your telephone. You may want to offer free Wi-Fi for customers while they're in the store, but you're definitely going to need Wi-Fi for yourself to run your business, right? And you also want to factor in payroll. How many employees are you going to have? Are they going to be part-time? Or are they going to be full-time? How much do you want to pay them? What incentives do you have? Are you going to offer them a bonus? All those things are going to come out of your startup funding, right? So when I first started thinking about opening a boutique, right, it was more like the dreamy side, like, ooh, I'll paint it pink, and I'll dress up, and now if you think about all those, like the fairy tale side, but there's the knit and grit to opening a boutique too, and that knit and grit is always going to kind of like amount to or boil down to the dollar sign, the bottom line, right? So in my research of how much does it cost to start a boutique, right? At first I was saying you need about $50,000 in capital, right? So me being a single mom of four and just working a regular job, I'm like, when am I going to be able to save up $50,000, right? So I just was like, there has to be a way for me to start this boutique with less funding, right? So I talked to some different business owners. I met some different business owners. I know some different business owners, right? So I got down to a more reasonable number, which is about $20,000. You would need $20,000 to start a store, right? Now, you can get loans if you have credit with your bank. You can apply for grants, but you want to make sure that you have a business plan set up that really finalizes the details, how much you're going to make, when will they see their money back, when can you start paying them back, all those finite details, right? You can also use your savings. If you've been saving, you can do crowdfunding. You can do like a GoFundMe, or just fundraisers. Like there's so many ways to raise that money, right? So with the bottom line of $20,000, right? So I want to say that, so I looked at that number and I mulled over it, right? And suffice it to say, I've had 20,000 in cash before, right? But at the time that I had the 20,000 in cash, I didn't have the same mind that I have today. I definitely was not as business orientated as I am today. I did not really have a lot of follow through when it came to finishing things and finishing projects, right? I'm always one to have a lot of ideas. I'm one to touch a lot of money. Like I always can figure out a way to get money, but I never really had the follow through that it takes to actually run a business. And so recently I have came into that position in my life where I can do this, and I am doing this, and I am making it happen, right? And also with that being said, I don't have a business degree. I have some college. I just did not finish college or graduate. And I want to say this, don't ever let you having a degree or not having a degree deter you from following your dreams. I am proof that you can own a store. You can make it happen without a college degree. However, you do want to have like your mentor or a person on your business team. You do want to have on your business team someone who has a college degree, someone who is an accountant, good with accounting, and someone who's good with the legal side of things, because you're going to be signing a lot of contracts. You're going to be going into a lot of contracts with people. You're going to be signing credit applications. You're going to be signing leases. You're going to be signing a lot of legal documents that you want to make sure are that you're doing the right thing before you sign, right? And so, okay, so back with the whole capital thing, right? So I started my business with 10,000 cash I had saved in other ventures, right? And so I did, so with that, that's how I funded my store. That's with that money I paid for a lease, first month's rent, camera equipment, because I also have an online side, right? And so I had to buy camera, photo lights, umbrellas. Also from that money, you want to buy your inventory, right? Which includes racks for displaying your items in the storefront, racks for holding your stuff in the back of your store in the storage, racks to put your inventory on. Inventory, clothing, jewelry, shoes, whatever it is that you're going to be selling, you need money for the inventory. And also with my store, I'm also going to be offering sewing classes. So that entails I need fabric for the items the customers are going to make. I make sewing kits to give to the customer. Do I have one? Oh, it's all the way over there. Okay, sewing kits. Sewing machines, because each student needs a sewing machine to work on. Like with a sewing machine class, it has to be like a one-on-one thing, like one person to one machine, the 1-to-1 ratio. So right now I have 3 sewing machines, and so that I can do up to 3 students per class, right? So you want to think about your cash register, your POS. Now, I personally am starting out with Square. I'm going to use them for the first 6 months, right? So Square actually gives you a free card reader. Now, is it free? No, let me see. Do I have it? Oh, yeah, I do. Hold on, you guys, okay? So they give you this free card reader, and basically it's like I haven't even set it up yet, y'all, but you get a little free card reader, but it's not really free in essence, because you every card transaction you are going to, they charge like 1.75% of each card transaction. So that's how they make their money. It's free, but it's really not free. But to get the equipment up front to get started to be able to take cards at your business, it is free. But as far as taking cash, you're going to need a cash register, right? So I'll be right back, you guys. Okay, so in here is my POS system, right? And so in here is what you have is going to be your Square stand. Now, this is not a free part of Square, of course. This was about roughly $200. But the good thing about, so you know, if you're a mobile store, small store, whatever, you don't necessarily even have to have the stand. You can legit just have the little card reader and process payments like from your phone. But for me, I wanted the whole Square stand, because I want to be able to enter my inventory into there, and I just want to be able to track my inventory, track my sales, and a lot of different things that you can do with Square. I will definitely give you guys a review on using the Square POS, right? So as far as my cash register, I actually have a cash register that I got from sorry guys, Office Max. I just went and bit the basic little cash register just to get me going. I can always change up, switch up, or whatever I want to do later on down the line, right? Because you want to figure that some people are going to want to pay cash, you know, because some people just don't really, a lot of people still don't shop with card because they're scared of being breach of their card information or whatever the case may be, right? So, and then with the Square stand, you can swipe cards as well too. So that also is a part of your startup cost, right? Not to mention, like with myself, my boutique, when I found my place, my storefront, right, it was not ready to go. There were no racks on the wall. The flooring was kind of icky, right? The walls were just a drab white. And if you know me, you know that I'm a girly girl. So I had to factor in painting, flooring, and also in my front, I need front storage, right? So I had a contractor. He's actually working right now to build me storage cabinets in the front of my store. So all of those costs do come out of that startup capital, right? So like there are still things that I need that I'm looking for funding for. So now I'm like doing like crowdfunding. But in essence, can you now, so let's just say like this, had I found a storefront, right, that was all ready to go, had wall racks, already had enclosed storage, right, a ready to go store, I definitely could have done it under 10,000. But because I had to pay a contractor to do my needs, right, I ended up going over my budget. So as of right now, I want to say it's been about 12,000 to open the store, right? And that is kind of like with like, let's say the minimum inventory, right? Just to be able to open to sell things. That's like the minimum inventory, because I still need more funding and capital, right? To add to my inventory, to add jewelry, to add sunglasses, to add whatever it is I'm offering. So, this kind of, this dream of mine, right, was based on my love of sewing, my love of clothing and fashion, right? I've been sewing for 8 years. I've been a big girl for some years. And it's really, my dream was really based on the factor that right now, still to this day, there literally is no store that I can go into and just get a whole outfit and be happy. Like, there's no store like that for me, right? And I want my store to be that store for women. If you're a plus size girl, I want you to come in here and find something you want. And if you still can't, guess what? I will hand make you something. I don't want you to leave without being satisfied. That is like the motto for my store, right? So with that being said, it can be stressful opening a boutique, thinking about money, but I always watch a lot of videos on YouTube on manifestation, and I also watch a lot of videos on how millionaires look at money, or how they think about money, or how they interact with money. And to them, and in a millionaire's mind frame, there's a never-ending flow of money, right? They have that grind, especially when they're starting up, to always be looking for money, or always believing that funding is going to come from somewhere, which is like a form of manifestation, right? And so like the millionaire says to himself, like, where some people be like, okay, I just spent 10,000, I need more, and they will be alarmed or filled with worry. I'm not. You have to look at money as relative. So you have to look at it like you just spent $1. And because if you look at money relative, and you don't be scared of money, and you're not scared to invest it, you're going to manifest and bring more money in. I'm telling you guys, that is really, okay, I have a, sorry guys. So manifesting money. So yeah, so a lot of millionaires, they see money as relative. So we're them. So once you, like, say you made it to your $10,000 mark, right? Okay, so now you're saying to yourself, okay, well, that's gone. I've spent it. I've invested it, right? So now you need to go on to your next $10,000 mark. You know what I'm saying? So the money will come, the funding will come. And also, a good thing you can do too is you can have an online store. They have this concept called drop shipping, right? So drop shipping does have a lot less upfront cost versus opening a store, because with drop shipping, you're going to a contract with the manufacturer. The manufacturer makes the item that you want. You post the item on your website. The manufacturer makes the item and ships the items to your customer. You and the manufacturer make a price that you agree on, and then you price above that to make your profit off of that item. But you are doing the marketing for the item, you're doing the branding for the item, right? You are bringing people to your website. So that's a good way to not have to necessarily have all the product right there with you. But even with that, you do want to pay for a sample product, because you should know the items that you're sending. You shouldn't just be ordering items from dropship that you've never touched in your hand, that you've never seen, tried on a model for yourself. Like, you should always be hands-on with your business. But drop shipping is definitely a lower cost way to start your store, right? And to have inventory and products ready on hand. But with drop shipping, you don't have to worry about packaging or shipping prices or none of that, because the manufacturer handles all that side. You can focus on the marketing and the branding, right? So that's a good way to have inventory for your online presence to your store. So I just wanted to make this quick video because I want you guys to be encouraged to follow your dreams. Oh, one more thing that I do want to say in this video. With the whole manifestation of money. Well, of course, money isn't just going to drop out of the sky. Let's be realistic. But you're going to have to put that grind in. That means finding grants, finding loans, marketing, branding, crowdfunding, a GoFundMe, personal loans, bank loans. The money's not just going to fall into your lap. You still have to be doing your footwork. But if you do the grind, the blood, the sweat, and the tears, you will get the money. You will reach your goal. You will manifest the things that you are looking for. I am living proof that you can do it too. I want you to think of the motto that preparation, it's something like preparation. When preparation meets opportunity, you will achieve success. Because if you've been preparing for these things to happen, if you have your inventory ready, if you have your payroll ready, right? If you have your savings ready, if you have the items on stock in hand, right? If you have your website built, if you've already paid for your business side, LLC, sole proprietor, business city license, right? You can't do it all in one day, but the preparation of taking those steps, your business plan, the preparation of taking those steps and doing those things, right? You're going to meet the opportunity. You're going to be ready when your opportunity comes, and you're going to be successful. Look at me. I'm a regular person who did it, a single mother of 4. If I can do it, raising 4 children, still running a house, living my dreams, to me, this is my dream. This is what I've always wanted to do, right? You can do it too. So I just want you guys to be encouraged and don't give up. Recently I watched a YouTube video by Elon Musk, right? And he was saying that he was, at the start of it, he would do something like 22 hours of work. 22 hours he would spend. And he said that he had been on every single position in his assembly line. He had touched every single product that in his line. So that's why I tell you, with the drop shipping, you should still order a sample piece, right? You should have your hand on everything that your business is, right? That's how you're gonna. And I can't promise you that you'll succeed the first time around. I've experienced plenty of failures in trying to open this boutique. It's been a long road, this 8 years. Some people may have done it faster than me. Some people may take longer than me. I'm just here to tell you, don't stop going for your dreams and achieving your dreams. Make sure that you're hands-on with your product, so you know what you're selling your customer, right? So you know if it's of good quality. Is it something that you yourself can you stand by your product and your business? If you can do that, you're going to succeed. Like I said, I can't promise you you'll succeed the first, second, third, fourth, or fifth time. But guess what? You keep trying, you will succeed. That is guaranteed. So thank you guys for just listening to my video. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. I'll drop the link to some little details, my store, my Instagram, and whatnot. I'm just so glad that you guys are here listening to me and going on this journey with me. If you have any questions, you can always feel free to DM me on Instagram. I cannot promise I'll get back to you right away, but I will get back to you, because you must remember that we all have our lives too, right? But I definitely want to help anyone I can who is out there, who is unsure, who may need some information, who needs help. I am here to help you guys, because it took someone I didn't know, right, helping me in order to get here where I am today. So yeah, thank you, YouTube. I appreciate you guys, and I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. You guys, can you share my video? Please like and subscribe, okay? I'll talk to you later, YouTube. Bye.